Hey, welcome back. Check this out. Oop, I turned it off. Okay, here we go. It's in English. And it's working again. Okay, just in case you didn't see the previous show, I was playing around with this and trying the record function. And I went into record and it crashed. It locked up and the screen was not off but dark and blank. And I had to hold the power button down for several seconds and it finally turned off. I turned it back on and it was now in Chinese. And so it had reset, I guess, back to all the factory settings because it was in Chinese. The AM band was in 9 kilohertz increments instead of 10 like in the United States. And I tried. I downloaded the manual because I didn't have the whole manual down here. I downloaded the manual and I went to the section about resetting this device. Now, keep in mind, everything was in Chinese. So I read the instructions and it says to push the menu button, go down to the third option, which is language select, hit the menu button again, and then select English, which was I think about the 8th or 9th entry. But when I was in the first menu mode, and I went to select the sub mode by pressing menu, it exited the menu. So I couldn't get to go anywhere. And I was trying, I could get into the menu, I could scroll down to the language selection, and I tried my best pushing every key on the keyboard, pushing and holding. It wouldn't select that sub mode. It just wouldn't go there. It kept, the only thing it reacted to was hitting menu again, which is the instruction said to do, but it didn't select the sub mode. It exited. I tried this for like 25 minutes. And finally, I did a search on this radio, resetting it. And lo and behold, on Amazon, in one of the reviews, a very nice gentleman had the instructions for resetting the radio to English. There were like 5 steps, nothing like what was in the manual, nothing at all. And I was able to reset it. So it's now back in English. I reset the clock, I reset the AM jump increment to 10 kilohertz. And I put this USB memory, I tried this one before and that's what caused it to crash. I put this one in there, which has, it only has MP3 files. Put that in there. I tuned to 970. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm still learning this menu system. Let's go back to AM. 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 Now I'm in the clock function. I can't get out. Okay, power off. Goodbye. Power on. Waiting. Back in. Okay, now I'm in the AM mode. This is a local AM station, 970. And when you're in a mode and you got something you want to record, you push this button right here. And it starts recording, which was what I did before, but instead of recording, it crashed. So I'm going to try it again, live. There's the display again. I'm going to push and hold. It says waiting. It is now recording. Let me zoom in so you can see the screen when it's recording. You kind of hold it steady. So you can see it says record. The top number is the number of seconds to record. The bottom number is the amount of seconds that it has left on the storage device. 504 seconds. And at the very top, it says it's recording at 128 kbps. So pretty high fidelity. So it's recording now. And of course the screen keeps going blank. Then to stop the recording, you hit exit, as I recall, and it saves it. Waiting. So now that is saved. Now you want to go to the menu button and you want to select, okay, how do I get to the right one? Okay, I'm in the wrong mode. That's what's wrong. Okay, you have to be in the correct mode to get the menu you want. So I'll go to MP3 and it starts playing the first MP3 file on this USB drive. Now, it's not the one I wanted. I want the last one. So if I go back, it says record number 1 MP3. So let me turn the volume up. I guess it quit playing. What happened now? Okay, I don't know why it's not, I can't hear it. Why do I not have any volume? Let's see where it's at. Should be something there. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I just did a record again, and apparently you have to have the volume up for it to record anything. So it didn't record anything. So that's why there's nothing there. So let's try again. Okay, so let's exit. And we'll go to radio. No, not that.
Available. Join the tens of thousands of men who have regained their confidence and vitality, often in just one day.
Hush! I'm trying to talk here. Hush! Okay, so now I'm in the AM radio, and some guy's jabbering just like I am. So I'm going to turn the volume back up, and then I'm going to hit record. Push and hold. Waiting. It's recording. I'll let it record for a few seconds. Now, technically, this should be file 2, which I think is what this is telling me down here. It's file 2. Okay, so we'll exit. Saving. Now it goes back to the last mode, which was the radio. So I want to go to MP3. And it's playing the first file. So I want to go to the last file. And there it is. That's file 2. And that's what I just recorded. Now the question is, let me pause. Now the question is, it records, one way it records is via this microphone. Now the question is, since my first recording I had the speaker volume down and it didn't record anything, you couldn't hear anything recorded. The second time I had the volume up. Does that mean that it's recording via the microphone? That's the question, and not directly from the radio. Let's try something. Okay, let's go back. Go back to MP3. Let's go back to the radio. Okay, we're back to the radio, and we're going to hit record again. It's recording. Okay, now I'm going to talk over it into the mic. This is Tom. This is Tom. Hello, do you hear me? This is Tom. Okay, I'm going to stop. Saved it. I'm finally getting used to how to use this thing. Now we'll go to MP3.
During the summer clearance event, or shop us online at FurmanNPR.com. Overnight, warm at 79, 93 on Tuesday, rain chances back up.
Okay, I'm trying to see if...
I'm Storm Team 8 meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth for News Radio 970.
That's file 3.
Crown Eurocars, air quality.
Okay, so that was the last file that was recorded. Stop. Okay, that was the last file that was recorded, which was the MP3. That's the name it gave it. You don't get a choice of giving it a name. And it did not hear me. So it is recording directly from the radio, built-in radio, but you have to turn the volume up. So you can't have it, you can't record with the volume turned down. Pretty simple. But it works. And it does record that. So, for instance, if you're searching around the bands with this radio and you find something that's interesting, just hit that record button and boom, it's going to save what you were hearing. Now, I don't know if I have the section. Oh, mic recording. Okay, now let's see what's different here. In any mode except radio, that's the key. You can activate mic record function by hitting that record button again. While recording, please get the audio source close to the built-in microphone. Okay, now, I wonder, this does have an auxiliary input. I wonder if you can have it record off the auxiliary input. Well, I'm not set up to do that right now, but I'll try it. Maybe in the next show, or maybe I'll just report with a note in this show whether I was able to talk. Whether I was able to record using the auxiliary input. That would be cool. So that would say I could have my SDR running on my computer, the output of my computer coming into this guy, and this guy recording the audio. Now that's kind of a little funky way of doing it, because I can record the audio on the computer itself using another program, but I don't have a program right now that will do that. Apparently, the SDR console version 3 pre-release, I'll call it, experimental release, even though it shows a record function, that's not to record audio. But Simon says he's going to add that pretty quickly. So anyway, that's the show. If you enjoyed this show, as entertainment, that's all it is. Entertainment. There's not much technical information here. Give me a thumbs up. I enjoy doing these shows. Do you enjoy watching them? Bye-bye.